Okay. Solve each inequality, then graph. Distribute, you get 6n. Distribute, you get plus 3 minus the 8, less than or equal to negative 30 plus the n. You copy those. Combine these two, you do additive inverse. You subtract because one is a positive, one is a negative. So less than or equal to negative 30 plus an n. This is an invisible 1, so minus 1n. You get 5n plus negative 5 less than or equal to negative 30. Add 5 to both sides to make 0 here. That leaves you 5n less than or equal to negative 25. Divide by, this is a positive 5, you leave this inequality alone, you don't change it, so you get n is less than or equal to a negative divided by a positive is a negative. So when you're graphing it, okay, you start out at negative 5 right here. Close circle because it's an equal to sign, so you close that circle. And numbers that are less than negative 5, smaller than negative 5 is negative 6, negative 7, negative 8. All the numbers going in this direction. Okay, that's how you graph that. Now this one here, you distribute. Okay, negative 5m, additive inverse. It's a positive 30. Negative 10m is greater than. Okay, you make 0 to on the plus side, add 5m, add 5m, 0, negative, get negative 5m is greater than positive 30, or just 30, you don't need to write the positive. Divide by that negative 5. Because of the negative 5, you're dividing by a negative, this switches. When you divide by a negative or multiply by a negative, the inequality switches. M is less than negative 6. Negative, because a positive divided by a negative is a negative. So you graph that. That means at negative 6, there's no equal sign underneath the inequality. So you leave that open circle. Okay, and numbers that are less than negative 6 are negative 7, negative 8, going in that direction, negative 9, negative 10, forever. Okay, graph the following inequalities. Okay, you graph like it was a plus sign. Graph like it was an equal sign. You got your x and your y-axis. So you got your the y-axis and your x-axis. You start at the y-intercept of 0. You go up to right 1. Okay, so up to, I'm going to put in the numbers. Okay, so that you guys can see. Okay, so you start out at 0, 0, 0 right there, the origin. Go up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. And then go the other way, down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1. Get a line. Okay, now this is very important. This inequality is greater than, right? This doesn't spell less, so it's greater than. Because there's no equal sign, this line cannot be a solid line. It needs to be broken. A dash like that. Arrow. And greater than, write your name on here. I'll put Wilcox for my name. Greater means on top of your name. This means greater means on top. So you can use your pencil. Use your pencil and shade it on top of your name and on top of that line. Not on the line though. Don't make shade on top like that. That's so for right now. Pick 2 points to prove your answer is correct. Let's say we pick 2. Let's say we pick 2, 2. Right, up 1, 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. Oh, 2, 1. We pick 2, 1, right? X is 2, y is 1. So you got y is greater than 2x. So you substitute this 2 here for the x right there. So this is 2 times, instead of x, you put 2. And then for this y right here, you put this number 1 right there. So you put a 1 there. So 1, oh, that's why it's greater than 4. That's false. Notice it's not shaded in. So if you pick the wrong one, it's not true. This is wrong. That point is not there. So we're going to choose one in the shaded area. You have to choose one in the shaded area for it to be true, okay? So let's choose 1, 2. I'm going to use a different color so you can see. I'm going to choose -1, 2. X1, Y1, right? So your equation is y is greater than 2x. X1, so for in place of x, you put -1, -1 times 2, and for y, you put that 2 there. For this y, you put this 2 there. 2 is greater than -2. This is true. So anywhere you pick that is shaded, it should come out a yes. The one that's shaded, it says no, it's not part of your answer. The shaded region is your answer. So we'll do this one. Most of you know how to graph this. This is +0. So you start out at the origin, 0, 0. Okay, so I'll number it again. Starts out at the origin right there, and you go down 2 over right 1, down 2, right 1, right? That's -2, that's a +2, that's a 2, that's a 2, negative, right? And then you go down 2, right 1, right there, and then go the other way. And this is a dash line, so what that means is you connect the dots without, with a dash like that. Do not connect them. And then you put arrows at the end because it continues. Okay, so this is less. If you write your name on there, I'll write Wilcox on here. And less means below your name. So I'm not going to shade where my name is. I'm going to shade below it. Okay, all the answers are below it. Let's choose one dot that's below there. Let's choose 2, 2. 2, 2 is in the dot. Let's do 2, 2. Okay, so -2, 2. So y is less than -2x. So y in this case, this is x, this is y. Y is 2 less than -2 times that -2. So -2 is -2, +4. Is 2 less than -4? Yes, it is. So I shaded in the right region. It's very important you know how to do that. Okay, so again. Okay, so right now, if that's choosing a number is too much, I just want you to graph it then. You graph here at -3. Most of you know how to do this. At -3, 0, right? Let's number it. That's 2, 4, 2, 4. Okay. So you're starting out at -2, which -3, which is right here. These are your negative numbers. These are your negative numbers here. You go up to 1, 2 over 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2 over 1, 2, 3. And then the other way around, down 2, 1, 2 over 1, 2, 3. And then you got a line. This is going to be a solid line. I'm going to make this even darker. A solid, unbroken line. Unlike this one, as you notice, they were dashed. This is a solid line because this one has an equal to at the bottom. Okay, now write your name. So we'll write my name is Wilcox. Okay, this is less, so I'm going to shade below that. So I'm going to shade below that line, below my name, and I can pick any points underneath that. Okay, so I'm going to pick 5, 6, 6, this is 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll pick 7 and 1 for sure. 7, 1. I want to stay positive because it's easier. Oh, that's a hard number. I'm going to pick one that's divided by 2. So I'm going to, I'm going to pick, well, I guess it's easier to pick a negative. I'm going to pick a number that x that can divide by 3 here. So x can divide by 3 is 6. So I'll pick 6, 3. 6, -3. So that means this is my x, this is my y. So I got y is less than okay. Forget test points, okay? We're not going to do test points. I just want you to graph. Just graph for now. So we'll graph and shade. Graph and shade, that's all I want you to do. It's x and y. Y-intercept is at 5. Okay. Y-intercept is at 5. So 5 is right here is 2, 4, 5 is there. These are your negative numbers. Okay, so right here is 5, and you go down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, and you go the other way, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, right? And then you have a nice solid line because of this equal to. Nothing broken. Nice solid line. And write your name on top. So on your paper I should be seeing your name, not my name. And this is a greater than sign. Greater than means greater, it means on top. Greater mean on top. Shade the top. So take it and shade the top of your name. That's what greater means. Okay? And there's your answer. So if they ask for test point, choose any point on there. Okay. So, but we're not going to do that. Not for these. I want you to practice graphing. Know how to graph. The only hard part here is the shading, right? So x and y. So again, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, negative. -2, -4, right? You start out at 1. right here, that's the y-intercept, and you go down 1, right 2. Down 1, right 2, go the other way, up 1, right 2, left 2. And this, because there's no equal sign, it is a broken line. So that means connect the dots with broken lines like that. Write your name on top. Okay, so write your name, and this is greater than, this is greater, so you shade the top. Okay, that means you take your pencil and shade it carefully on top, lightly. Yeah, and that's what it looks like. Okay, so this one, same thing. Here's your y axis, here's your x axis, and draw in your lines. Okay, let's number them. 2, 4, -2, -4, 2, 4, 2, 4. Okay, start out at -3, which is right there. You go up 1 over 1, right? And go the other way, down 1 over 1. And then this is a solid line because of this equal to. Solid line means this. Connect the dots and there's no space in between them. It's solid. Write your name on top of the line. Write your name down on the line. And this, because it's less than, you're going to shade the bottom of this line like that. And then you're done. You didn't have no test points needed.